Essence of Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 9, Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga. In Chapter 7, Krishna discussed the two natures of Ishvara, the lower Saguna nature with attributes called Apara Prakriti and the higher Nirguna nature called Para Prakriti. In the first three verses, Krishna introduces the topic of Nirguna Ishwara Jnanam as the ultimate knowledge. This is the greatest knowledge, the greatest secret, the most sacred, directly attainable, unopposed to dharma, very easy to pursue and imperishable. Verses 4 through 10 describe the central theme of the chapter, the nature of Nirguna Ishwara. All this universe is pervaded by me, whose form is unmanifest. All beings are in me, still I am not in them. The real God is Sarvagatam, all-pervading. Any personal God located in a place like Kailasa or Vaikunta is Saguna Ishvara. There is no question where Nirguna Ishvara is. God is everywhere, including Kailasa and Vaikunta. It is important to note that Saguna Ishvara Bhakti is not condemned or looked down upon, because it is through Saguna Ishwara Jnanam that one comes to Nirguna Ishwara. The real God is Avyaktam, not available for sensory perception. Any divine vision is of Saguna Ishwara alone. Third, the real God is the support of the universe, which is of a lower order of reality. Fourth, the impurities of the universe do not affect Nirguna Ishwara, similar to space not being affected by impurities contained within it. The fifth feature discussed is that God is the Shrishti Titi Laya Karanam, the root cause of the origination, existence and dissolution of all creation. The next statement is a clarification. If God creates the world, doesn't he become a doer, a karta, who has to enjoy the fruits of his karma? Krishna clarifies that the universe arises in his presence. He does not do anything, so he is a non-doer, akarta, and non-experiencer, abhokta. Space is not responsible for what happens in it. However, action is possible because space accommodates it. The sole reason for samsara is ignorance of this Nirguna Ishvara. By Nirguna, we mean attributeless. Whenever there are any attributes or properties, they are subject to change and fall within time and space. For example, our weight increases or decreases over time. Try to identify any property that is not subject to change. It is futile. Therefore, it is impossible to get permanent security from anything subject to change. Only Nirguna Ishvara can be the source of real security. The remedy for samsara is given in verses 12 through 19 as Bhakti. As we discussed before in chapter 7, Bhakti culminates in Jnana Yoga. Ajnanam or ignorance is the cause of samsara. Jnanam or knowledge is the only remedy. Bhakti can be classified into three levels based on sadhana. Karma-rupa Bhakti, Bhakti in the form of action, where all actions are dedicated to the Lord. Upasana-rupa Bhakti, Bhakti in the form of worship or meditation by turning inward. Vedanta Vichara-rupa Bhakti, Bhakti in the form of Jnana Yoga. In verses 20 through 29, Krishna classifies the very same Bhakti into two levels based on motive. Sakama Bhakti, God as a means to a goal, and Nishkama Bhakti, God as the goal. Krishna says that Sakama Bhakti is difficult to practice and gives limited results, while Nishkama Bhakti is easy to practice and gives infinite results. How so? Karma-based Bhakti has many rules and regulations. When should the puja be done? What dakshina must be given? What naivedyam should be offered? Any mistakes in the steps will deny one's material reward. However, the Nishkama Bhakta gets spiritual benefit in spite of any mistakes. Note that Sakama Bhakti is not criticized. It is a valid sadhana, but everyone should make Nishkama Bhakti their long-term goal. Krishna glorifies Bhakti in verses 30 to 34. Since Bhakti has several gradations according to practice, one can start any time at their level. Sakama or Nishkama Bhakti, or Karma, Upasana or Jnana Bhakti. Moreover, Krishna says anyone can become a Bhakta, even a corrupt person or a person disadvantaged by location, birth, etc. Krishna concludes the chapter by beautifully describing how to become a Bhakta. Develop devotion to me, at least for the sake of worldly goals. Make me as your ultimate goal. Do not lose sight of me as the goal. Convert every moment of your life into a purifying exercise. And always surrender to the Lord and do everything with the Lord's blessings. Om Tat Sat.